The right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And they can't bring him down. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago! Caleb Williams, 40 yards. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. It's caught. And it's 8-0. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down. Well, a touch unconventional. I don't know that you usually gain yards on first down by a fake field goal. But they did gain yards, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
And the beauty of it is, it just goes to second down. They keep the ball. Just because they went for a fake field goal doesn't mean they turned the ball over because they didn't get a first down. It's now second down for them.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Corsten Loveland, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Williams going to throw for it. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Vikings first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Gervon Dexter coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And the defense loses it. It's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's McCarthy. To the left side, complete. That's Oliver. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bears 14-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Oh, he stays up. Williams looking to do it himself. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports. Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
To the air, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. They wound up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Staying on his feet. Williams looking to do it himself, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words used. On me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. In motion goes the tight end. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Fumble recovery. Williams. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Williams. Here's a diving catch right side. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Colston Loveland, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that puts their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here now a 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games you just want to crawl under a rock until it's over.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. That last run, one of many that we've seen from him, and it's going to be the one that breaks Colin Kaepernick's single-game record of 181 rushing yards, set back in the divisional round of the playoffs in January of 2013. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Williams. Oh, Doozy wide open. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Looking to throw. Williams. But they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On play action. Now McCarthy. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Gain of 12 yards. And the Vikings.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34th. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears sack. Dominique Robinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Completes this to Addison out left. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.